All right, so in this video, I am going to show you how I look for private label products to sell on Amazon. And this isn't going to be every single method out there. These are just some of my favorite ways to do product research and find profitable items to sell on Amazon. That is working currently in 2020. So let me go ahead and jump right in and explain my techniques for how I find profitable private label products to sell on Amazon. So the first thing that I actually do, and I encourage anybody that works with us to do this as well, even people that pay us, thousands and thousands of dollars, we basically run them through this exercise first, which is to consider your passions. If you are passionate about something, then it's going to be much more enjoyable to sell, and you're going to know if the thing that you're buying is great or if it's crap. And you're just going to be able to innovate and just enjoy your business a lot more. And so what I'd like to do is sit down and write a list of 10 or 20 or even more areas in your life that you really care about. And this is harder than it seems. A lot of people have a hard time accomplishing this. This is one that I just wrote down right now. Basically these are things that I'm passionate about in my life. I have a lot of passions. I'm kind of a super passionate person that likes to try new things. But if you're not, you kind of got to dig deep and really look for things that you care about. So for me, jiu-jitsu, MMA, snowboarding, boating, Korean food, smoking meats, any of these types of things are going to be passions of mine. And what you would do is, if you were me, you could come in and start searching those keywords on Amazon and looking for potential products that basically meet this criteria. This is what you're trying to find. It's stuff that has high demand and low competition. Because in reality, when you are looking for products to sell, you're really looking for a group of people that you want to sell to, right? So if I come back to here, if I'm doing jiu-jitsu or MMA, I'm selling to a group of people that practice martial arts, right? They're martial artists and they have certain things that they really care about. And that's my customer base. If I'm selling snowboarding stuff, accessories or whatever for snowboarding or skiing, that's my customer and winter sports enthusiasts, right? And so the idea is to identify a niche where there are products that those people want, that people are searching for, but the demand is high, but the supply is just not meeting demand in some way. And so typically what we look for that is where there's a strong keyword search volume. So the keywords are getting enough searches to where it's something that I'm willing to go into. And that really depends on your goals. If you're trying to make $100,000 a month off of one product, then you're going to need a much bigger search volume. But if you're just trying to supplement, $1,000 or $2,000 a month of income, then you can do a much smaller search volume keyword. And then we're also looking for non-branded keywords, right? We don't want to just see like Nike or Burton or some big company that's ranking, in all their keywords, because unless you're reselling, if you're trying to do your own brand, your own private label type brand, then you need to find keywords that are non-branded, and those are the ones you want to go after. And then the competition for those keywords should not have a ton of reviews. At least, maybe one or two products on page one has some, but you don't want to see every product with thousands of reviews on page one. And then, or the competition has poor ratings. So maybe they have a lot of reviews, but they have a 3.5 star rating. People don't like the product or something wrong with it, and you can do a better job. So that's like the simple kind of thing. So without using any software at all, what you could do is just come in and start searching these keywords like jiu-jitsu and just kind of look and be like, okay, skip the sponsored stuff, but just start really broad and be like, okay, like a jiu-jitsu planner. Okay, this product has 30 reviews. What's going on with this? How much sales is it making? This is a book. You're probably not going to write a book. We got grappling soap here. Like, what's going on with that? These are all interesting potential products that are pretty cool. And so what we can do is just run like a sales estimator on any of these products, and we'll pull in the sales for these different products and see which ones are selling well, right? I said I wasn't going to use software. So if you don't have a sales estimator, we actually do have our sales estimator on our free plan. You can use it for free and estimate sales on here as well. So anyway, I can look at these and be like, okay, you know, Jiu-Jitsu planner, well, it's not very much competition. It's only got 30 reviews, but it's only making $239 a month in revenue, right? Whereas, you know, this soap right here is making $8,000 a month in revenue, right? And it's at $13.97 in the price. So that might be something interesting. So maybe I would come into this soap and I'd be like, all right, let me learn more about this soap. Let me see what's going on here. And here's where I would want to start looking at the keyword profile of this product. So I come in here. This is not included in our free version of our extension. You can get a few lookups for free on here. But anyway, all of the keywords right here that are driving sales for this product. So I can look at these keywords and see, you know, what's driving sales, right? So like, yeah, we got like defense soap, BJJ, this product's ranked number 10 for. Let me search by rank here. Submission soap, BJJ soap, Jiu-Jitsu gifts for men, Jiu-Jitsu gifts, gifts for wrestlers, BJJ spray. So like, obviously, I mean, a lot of this is gifts, right? So there's a bunch of people that are, you know, friends or spouses or partners or whatever with people who do wrestling and MMA and jiu-jitsu, and they're searching for these keywords. And if you look, like, a lot of these are low keywords, only 225 searches, 240, like not a ton of search volume here. But if you add all that up, it starts to make a difference, right? And so, this is potentially a niche that I could go into. But the main thing that I do is I look at the keyword data and then I decide what I want to go into. So one thing that you can do if you are using, and if you have like a good keyword tool, if you're using our software or any other software, you can come and you can actually punch these keywords into a keyword tool. So let me go ahead and open this up in a new tab so I don't lose what I was working on here. And let me find my list here. So one of my things was snowboarding. So let's just type in snowboarding here. So I'm going to do snowboarding. And I'm going to click on this. And this is going to find me all kinds of keywords that are related to snowboarding, like way more keywords than I would have thought. And I can even come in here and I can filter this and be like, you know what? I only want to see products where or keywords where the products that rank on page 1 have on average less than 500 reviews or something like that, right? And let's just start with that. So we're going to take all these, we're going to get rid of everything that doesn't have a lot of reviews. And then let's actually add in revenue on here. So let me add in revenue. And so now let me just sort based on monthly revenue. Okay. So first one, mask. Well, that one's related to snowboarding because people do snowboarding masks, but we're gonna leave that away. So snowboarding, snowboards for men. I mean, that's cool, but like probably don't want to make a snowboard because that's probably pretty tough. So let me just keep on looking and see if I find something. So like a women's ski mask, like. Okay, this still could be like kind of coronavirus stuff here, so I might not look at that a little bit. Let me just keep looking. A hip protector. Okay, what is a hip protector? Okay, cool. So this is something interesting. So this is kind of in the snowboarding niche, right? It even says snowboard hip protector, right? So this is kind of a cool product, like these hip protectors, right? This could be something interesting that I would sell that's in my niche. I'm not too excited about hip protectors, but potentially that could be something that I would do. Let me just keep on looking here. A neoprene beanie, okay? So this is interesting. So neoprene is typically something that you would use in a wetsuit, but I'm imagining that perhaps people that do winter sports use neoprene. I actually haven't used a neoprene thing, so I might check that out myself. But this is kind of interesting. And look, like a lot of these products don't have a ton of reviews, right? So this is a way for you to do it. So basically what we're doing is we're trying to look at the demand and we're trying to find keywords and search phrases that people are searching in a niche where the competition is just not super entrenched, right? And so, neoprene beanie, $30.95 for a neoprene beanie. I happen to know, because I thought about creating wetsuits, that neoprene is not that expensive. Like, that is a pretty high price for a neoprene beanie. You can probably make a neoprene beanie for much less, maybe under $5 or whatever. And so we can come in here and do that and basically be able to compete. And these products don't have a ton of reviews, so if they're selling well and they're making revenue, then we can go from there. So let me actually look here and see. Yeah, I mean, this product's making $7,000 a month in revenue, right? So it doesn't have a huge keyword profile or anything, but it's doing pretty good. So yeah, I don't hate this product. And then what we can do here is we can come in here and calculate our fees, put in like our estimated dimensions in here, whatever we think they are, and then get our net revenue right here. And so one of the things that you should always do is understand your margins, right? You want to make good margins on your product. Like, one of the most important things in selling on Amazon is making sure that you do your margin. So whether you're using the FBA calculator, where they'll calculate it for you, you can go to, I think, just Google FBA fee calculator and like the Amazon one right there. That's a good one. We have one in our Chrome extension as well. But basically, you want to make sure that you're calculating your fees on your product, you're calculating your shipping costs, you're calculating all of those things, and you're making sure that you are profitable in what you're selling. So for example, I just threw in these dimensions because they didn't have them on the page here, but when you did your sourcing, you could punch in whatever dimensions you were going to get for this product, and you can see, at $27.87, basically I'm netting out, if my cost is $5.57, I'm netting out $14.49. That's a really great net margin, and my ROI on that would be $260 or 260%, right? That's awesome. I'll do that all day long. If I can put in $1 into something and then get $2.60 out, I will do that all day long. And you can play with this and kind of change your stuff and be like, well, what if it costs me, if you get your quotes back from your shipper and it costs you $7 or whatever, you can do that. Or if you're only going to sell yours for, $24.99, you can kind of play with those numbers and see how that affects the bottom line. And if you're doing well. So I want to make at least 50% ROI on my money usually. I mean, sometimes less if it's like super high volume, but I try to make at least 50%, and then anything better than that, right, is great. So this is a nice way to do this. You can also use the Amazon calculator. You can use a spreadsheet, kind of fill everything out, and do all of that as well. So the last thing I'll say is, if you're like completely lost and you're just like, I have no idea what to sell, I'm not passionate about anything, I just want to find something that makes money, what do I do? Where do I start? I have no idea what I want to look for. I've been searching Amazon and punching in keywords, and I just can't find anything good. We do have a solution in MassView for that. It's called Peak. Basically, what we've done in Peak is we have all of the keywords that are searched on Amazon, all the popular keywords, and we have categorized them. We pulled in all this data, and you can literally query everything and say, I want to find stuff that's getting 5,000 searches a month, where the review count is between 1 and 400, or the trend. There's all these data points that you can pull in here, and you can find, all these random keywords that people are searching, like red flat shoes for women, right? And you can see, how those are doing, and you can look and find different things. Or a sandbox. Here's an interesting one right here. So you have this sandbox. Somebody's selling a sandbox kit here. We have John Deere's like a little tractor, this little guy here, but then you got this little kit right here. So if you look like sandbox, like potentially you can make a sandbox product and do a niche right here. So if you're really at a loss for any type of inspiration, or if you just want to kind of look and see what's trending on all of Amazon and see what's doing well, then definitely should check out Peak and kind of do a query that way as well. And so, yeah, that's basically what I do. I start off with my passions, and then I will actually punch those in. Sometimes I'll search them on Amazon. A lot of times I'll put them in deep words and kind of see what other stuff shows up. And then I'll just use the data to calculate everything. I'm always looking at sales estimates. I'm always looking at margin and profitability. I'm always popping over to Alibaba to see what I can get an idea of what something's going to cost me to source and everything. And then if you're completely lost and you just don't know what to do, then you can look at the whole data set and just try to find really good niches. But if you can, still try to stick with something that you're interested in, that you have a passion for. That's it. Let me know in the comments if there's any questions about this. This is a big topic. It's kind of an overview of it. There's a whole lot of other stuff that we could jump into here. So go ahead and just comment below if you have any questions. And thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time.